Joined now on the broadcast by Terry Duff, who's the head coach of the Memorial Marauders high school hockey team as they get ready to host their annual green and gold tournament this weekend. Before we touch on the tournament, let's look at the Marauders themselves. What does your team look like, Terry? Who are the key players this year? Do you think the squad's going to be competitive?
I believe we're going to be competitive based on our first two games. I know our first outing was with Riverview, and they have a strong lineup this year. Nice balanced attack they have. They're good in every aspect of the game. That was a 4-1 game, and unfortunately we put one in our own net, so we'll take one back, I guess. But other than that, I thought we stayed with them pretty good for a young group we have. Our second game, we played Glace Bay, and it was a 2-1 game. Glace Bay win, but very entertaining game. Our team this year is going to be hard-working. We're very young. We only have 5 grade 12s in the lineup. We have 6 grade 10s. So it's a learning year for a lot of the kids to get used to the league and the pace. But the work ethic is there, and they're a good group of kids, and they're willing to learn. And it's just all-around fun group to be around for the team chemistry part of it.
And a big change this year to the high school league sees the return of Sydney Academy. How much does that help to have 4 teams back as opposed to 3, a more traditional structure with traditional rivalries?
We're all happy to have them back in the league. It's tough with 3 teams, especially with this age group. You play some back-to-back games, and as you know, memories get short for things that happen during a game. So nice to have the little stretch between when you play a team. So the 4 teams spreads the league out a little bit. So it's great to have them back. They're off to a rough start, but that's okay. I'm sure they're going to improve, and they're going to be up for the challenge that's going to be ahead of them for the year.
Now, do you see the league being pretty competitive this year? Obviously, you'll see your local teams not only in tournaments, but league play as well.
I believe we will be. Glace Bay are hosting the Division I provincials, and they're getting ready for that. And I think our tournament, being the first one of the year, certainly going to see how we stack up against the Metro League teams from mainland. One of the teams, I think Prince Andrew, were 3-0. I'm not sure of the competition they had in their games, but they're obviously off to a good start. So we'll see how we stack up, and I'll be surprised if we're not right in there with them.
Now, you mentioned that your tournament is one of the first of the season. Does that make the players more excited, not just from your team, but other teams coming in? Do you think that adds a little bit of value to it?
I believe so. I know all the coaches, they're just getting used to their groups. Tournament play, obviously, the tempo gets up a little higher, so you get to know your team and what they can or can't do, or what they're trying to do or not do. It's a good learning curve to get ready for the rest of the season. We're really looking forward to it. I know the kids are all excited.
Prince Andrew will be there. Will all the local teams be there? And what other teams are coming for the event?
It's only 6 teams this year. There's 4 local teams, us, Riverview Academy, and Glace Bay, and JL Ilsley and Prince Andrew. Cole Harbour couldn't make it. They were in first and couldn't make it, and then we had trouble with the 8. The NSSAF changed the start date to the season, and they delayed it a week, which I think makes our tournament a little too soon for some teams. So to make up for that, we give everybody 4 games. There's quarterfinals, which are playing on Saturday for quarterfinals and semifinals. Makes for a very interesting day of hockey. Every team in the tournament will get 4 games with the seedings. It makes for a good playoff day on Saturday.
Just run through quickly how the tournament schedule works in terms of who plays when and how do teams qualify for playoffs.
It starts this Thursday. The first game should be a good one. At 6 o'clock is Riverview versus Glace Bay. And at 7:45, Memorial will play Sydney Academy. And then games start, I believe, it's 10 o'clock Friday morning. All day Friday are seeding games. Then Saturday, after round robin, the top 2 teams overall advance to the semifinals. The remaining 4 teams will play a quarterfinal, and who you play depends on your seeding after round robin. So everybody will get a playoff game. Those games should be very interesting, to say the least. And then, obviously, the 2 semifinal winners will play Sunday in the championship.
Now, you've been in the league for a number of years now. What is the response usually to this tournament? How excited does the student body get? What are the crowds looking like?
Based on our opening game last Thursday, wow, the excitement's there for the school. Great school spirit with the kids. The players are really hyped up about it. And even the community, we had great support for our first home game. Really good crowd. People I've talked to seem to enjoy the effort that the kids put in. That's half the battle, as long as you know that they're giving them the best. And they're all going to make mistakes, but as long as they give their good effort, everything else will fall into place. School spirit is there, and the talk around the area and the school is with the tournament, so we're all looking forward to it, and I'm sure we're going to get good crowds.
Lastly, I'll ask, do you get much traveling contingent in terms of the other local squads? Do they bring the passion and have some fun in the stands against the Memorial fans?
They do, but as usual, the home team, they get the biggest support, it seems, no matter which tournament you go to. But locally, yes, I know the other 3 teams will have their own contingent. Thursday evening, especially, where the 4 locals are there, I'd be shocked if it's not a full house, which makes for entertaining hockey. The kids enjoy it. Hopefully everybody at the rink will enjoy it too.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you the best of luck in the tournament in this season. Thanks for telling us all about it, Terry.
Thank you very much for your support. We really appreciate it every year. Thanks, Patrick.
That's Terry Duff. He's the head coach of the Memorial Marauders high school hockey team. They're getting ready to host their annual Green and Gold Kibyuk Memorial Tournament this weekend. You're listening to Cape Breton, Scream Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.